Okay. Another way to do it is just to not get the paper wet first and wet it for the first time with the paint, which I've done here with orange. And then we're going to see what it looks like when I drop another color onto it. In this case, I'll do blue. Okay, so I got some blue. Oh, you can't see that. Some blue. So my brush is going to be, oops, going to have a fair amount of water on it. Not too much, but not none. Drop it in like that. See, that might have been too much water because it's kind of running all over the place. Alright. Now, see again how there's a trough forming and how these are going to the sides? It's because this is a hill and it's sloping downwards, and that's the valley. And try to avoid this, but it's really kind of unavoidable as the paper wrinkles. So you're just going to want to try and save it however you can. Alright. You notice that it did spread out from where I added it. But I think probably if I had done it right, it would look better. So while I'm here, you'll notice that the edge is a nice hard edge to the white paper. And inside they have very soft edges. That's because it was dry on wet onto dry, and then wet into wet. Now over here, which has dried now, green and orange, still drying, but it's dry enough. The edges are softer on the outside because this area was already wet. They're still hard over here, where they hit the edge of where it was wet, but they're softer overall than the orange. That's just something to consider. It doesn't really matter too terribly much. So this whole wash is going to dry looking something like this. From where I'm sitting, it doesn't look that bad, except for the trough part, which is not good. Just because it makes it look gross. Yep. And you'll notice over here, I was just trying to move the water away, so it changes over here into like a bluer wash. Alright, I think that's it. Like I said in the email, I'm still a beginner. I just began a little bit before you. Let's take a look at my current project while this dries. This is the concentration. Well, all you can see is the shirt. I think I did the neck pretty well, but you'll notice that I didn't use... that's not working. Okay. I didn't quite do everything perfectly. I've got a lot of mess-ups. My washes were not very good. They ended up drying, so you got, hard lines over here, hard lines, hard lines. Well, I kind of wanted the line there. My hair is not that good because when you get a whole lot of paint in one area, and then you start painting over it, eventually the brush is going to start picking up the paint that's already below it as you try to put more paint down. So think about that as you paint. There's only so far that you can layer it without taking up other layers, which is what happened, unfortunately, in this hair, and especially right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Also, remember this kind of area. See, this has a weird hard edge right here because that's the pencil. If you don't want the pencil showing up, you're going to need to erase it because watercolor isn't going to cover it over completely. You can sort of erase it when you've already got paint down, but it is going to erase the paint a little bit. So keep that in mind. Alright, let's look at this before I go. Yeah, see? Not that bad. Not that bad at all. Not the best, but not that bad. Let's see. Alright. Okay, that's all. Notice how it was still slightly wet, so it's still slightly running in a few places. Here, around here. That's all. Good luck!